When guys think about growing a strong and muscular physique, the #1 muscle group that they want to grow the most is their arms.
Having bigger arms can completely change a guy's physique. When I first started working out, that was my goal, but I was going about it all wrong. I understand how frustrating it is to spend countless hours in the gym only to see minimal results. I've been there. It wasn't until I started implementing these 5 principles that I'm about to show you, which made my arms grow so fast that my friends were literally coming up to me and asking if I was on the sauce. Over the next 30 days, I want you to apply these training principles to help your arms grow bigger and faster. Let's get after it.
#1 is prioritizing your heaviest lifts first, focusing on progressively overloading the muscle.
You want to perform exercises that require the most energy and place the greatest amount of mechanical tension on the muscle towards the beginning of your workouts. Studies conducted by scientists at Harvard Medical School show that mechanical tension, which refers to the amount of force produced in muscles, is the most important pathway to muscle hypertrophy. So for biceps, that would be any variation of a barbell curl, an easy bar curl, or a preacher curl. For triceps, it would be any variation of dips, overhead tricep extensions, or skull crushers.
Your goal over the next 30 days is to increase the amount of weight that you could lift for 6 to 10 reps, focusing on progressively overloading the muscle.
Progressive overload is a method of strength training that gradually increases the intensity or difficulty of workouts over time. This is an important principle when it comes to muscle hypertrophy and building strength. Let's say, for example, on week 1, I'm able to perform a 90-pound easy bar curl until failure for 3 sets of 8 reps. The following week, I'm able to perform 9 to 10 reps, and by week 3, I'm able to perform 10 to 12. I would increase the weight gradually 5 to 10 pounds until it was difficult to perform 8 reps to failure, continuing this cycle over time until I reach my goal.
#2 is increasing your training frequency.
Your arms can handle a lot more volume than you think, and 1 day per week or simply sprinkling in a few exercises after hitting chest or back may not be enough to increase the demand to grow. That's why I recommend restructuring your workout program to have 2 designated arm days per week. I structure my workouts in a push-pull split format to maximize my time in the gym and increase my overall intensity. For example, on day 1, I will do chest and back, on day 2, I'll train shoulders and legs, and on day 3, I'll train biceps and triceps. I'll take 1 rest day in between and then repeat. This format is beneficial because it's an efficient way to target muscle groups, allows for optimal recovery in between sessions, and promotes a more symmetrical and proportionate development of muscles throughout the body.
#3 is supersetting your bicep and tricep exercises. Supersetting biceps with triceps, meaning you're performing them back to back with little to no rest, can offer several benefits for muscle hypertrophy.
It increases blood flow and pump in the muscles, it's more time efficient, it enhances fatigue and muscle stress, and it stimulates a greater metabolic response. This heightened metabolic response can promote the release of growth hormone and other factors that aid in muscle repair and growth. Although supersets can be effective for hypertrophy, they can also be quite demanding. Ensure proper form and consider the weight used and your overall fitness level to prevent overexertion or injury.
#4 is incorporating drop sets. A drop set is a weightlifting technique where you perform an exercise till muscle failure, then immediately reduce the weight and then continue the exercise without resting.
This technique extends the set beyond the point where you would normally stop, allowing you to push your muscles to their limits and induce more muscle fatigue.
The goal is to exhaust the muscles as much as possible to stimulate muscle growth and increase strength.
It increases the time under tension, which causes greater muscle fiber recruitment and metabolic stress, both of which contribute to hypertrophy. It's also an efficient way to use different muscle fibers. The heavier weight activates the more strength-oriented high threshold fibers, while the lighter weight, as fatigue sets in, engages the more endurance-based muscle fibers. This type of engagement can lead to greater overall muscle development. Although incorporating drop sets into your workout can have many benefits, overusing this technique could potentially lead to overtraining and increased risk of injury. Rotate and vary your training methods to prevent plateaus and allow for adequate recovery between intense workouts.
#5, the most important and most commonly overlooked factor when building any muscle group is your diet. If you're serious about putting on muscle, you need to be in a calorie surplus.
This means you're consuming more calories than you're burning. Now, there's a right way and a wrong way to do this, and a lot of guys get this wrong. We've all heard the phrase, you need to eat big to get big. Well, a lot of guys interpret this as a green light to eat whatever they want as much as they want, without any boundaries, you'll find yourself packing on more fat than muscle just in time for you to cut back down for the summer with little to no additional muscle to show for it. I recommend starting with a slight calorie surplus and letting your body adapt to the increase in calories. A surplus of 200 to 300 calories above maintenance is a good place to start.
Of the 3 macronutrients that make up your diet, proteins, fats, and carbs, you need to prioritize protein.
A good recommendation is consuming anywhere from 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So for example, if you weigh 185 pounds, you should be consuming 130 grams to 185 grams of protein daily. I use MyFitnessPal to track what I eat daily to make sure I stay on track. If you find yourself consistently falling short of your daily protein goals, you might want to think about supplementation. Speaking of supplementation, one of the most beneficial supplements that you can take to increase your performance, size, and strength is creatine. When it comes to taking creatine, the benefits are clear. It helps you to build muscle faster, it helps you get stronger faster, it improves anaerobic endurance, and it improves muscle recovery. What makes it even better is it does all of these things naturally and safely. For all of your supplement needs, visit Bodybuilding.com to help you get started on your fitness journey.
Comment below if you found these tips helpful, and as always, don't hog all the gains to yourself. Share this video with a friend and enjoy the pump.